Good morning. It's been a little while, about 5 months since I did a stream or anything like that. Just been life, busy, health issues, finances, not much to do, and But anyway, uh, got a project we're working on here. We're doing a Musha, Shin Musha. Always wanted to build one. Made a big order the other day, and stuff got here way faster than I thought it would. So I went up and bought some paints, and right now I'm basically waiting for paint to cure before I can start building. I probably won't actually be building until next weekend. So in the meantime, just kind of a quick little video to throw out there, just to let you guys know I'm not dead, and I got a few projects in the works. I picked up the Musha 1, Musha 2, and some of the rest of the kits. Not sure. I think you can see the Leticia right there. I got a Bumblebee, excuse me, a Bumblebee cosplay girl that I want to work on. I'm not sure if the cars can be made out, but there's a couple of various cars there that I'm gonna bastardize for parts. Bottom shelf, I think you can just barely make out the wings of the Wing Zero in this Waltz kit. The Angel is still in the works, as is the Roy Fokker Macross cosplay girl. I don't know what the hell happened here. But yeah, just waiting for a few more kits to get here before I can do Bumblebee. Gotta order, I think I want to order a Crossbone Gundam, and what the hell else? There was something else I wanted to order maybe for the new VF1 series Macross girls are out. I wanted to actually maybe pick one of those up and see if I could incorporate some of the wings designs and then give the girl over to my wife there. Picked up Innocentia, Mobile Doll Sarah, Architect, a couple different ideas I'm kicking around for that Angel kit. Still need to pick up a Seraphim Feather Effect for the wing. But anyway, I thought I'd just pop on, let everyone know I'm still around, and that I'm planning on getting back into the streaming here. I've built up a little bit of I guess you want to call it a backlog, but I've been starting to collect the kits that I want to work on my customs here, and in the meantime, give myself something to do while I'm waiting for ideas to finish brainstorming and finances to buy things like the different kinds and calibers of paint that I'm going to need for the custom kits. And while I collect the last few pieces. But anyway, Shinmusha picked him up on Amy. It's a Japanese distributor site that I've been doing most of my ordering through for my kits. Good prices. You buy in a big bulk pack, then you pay less for shipping. Ends up being a little less than Amazon. Still probably using Amazon for individual orders, and there's nothing in my area. Like even paint is pretty hard to come by. But in the meantime, I just want to give you a little preview here. I've got all the Musha parts painted. I was up last night pretty late working on that. I got to get some clear coat on before I can start doing detail, and then I'll start assembly. But we've got basically it came molded in a gold. The gold was really kind of chintzy plastic stuff. I found this Rust-Oleum metallic finish. I was taking a chance on it. It was $10 for the can. They had a automotive style gold chrome. That was I want to say it was like $22. So I thought I'd try the $10 option and see how it turned out. And I must say I'm actually quite pleased with this finish that came out. It's got a nice like satin gold finish to it. Very consistent layer, no buildup. And the color just came out really well. I don't know if I have any thing I can put a solid color back on that so you can kind of get an idea. Purple contrast there. Just really came out really clean. I'm really excited about how that turned out. I've used stainless steel for my underpinning for all the Under Armour and backpack pieces, thrusters, whatnot. It's a duplicolor. It's an automotive paint. Stainless steel gives a nice, almost candy silver just the way the metal flake lays down, actually anywhere that there's any light distortion, it just casts an automatic shadow, gives a nice metallic finish, and just a wonderful paint. I've used it a couple times and I really like it. So all of the underframe, Under Armour framework, I don't know if anyone watching this has built one of these or not, but you know, that's your leg section there where all the armor bolts on, and it as the pieces move, you can see the pistons and whatnot. We'll be detailing all this before I put it together, or kind of as I go along. So that'll be kind of a different. I'm doing things a little bit differently than I normally do. Normally I would build the kit and then paint the individual parts. But with this one, because of the part separation the way it is, and all of the different little pieces going in, I can't really assemble the kit and then paint it. So what I've actually done is I've taken, and this will be a good example here. I've taken all my runners and I've nipped off and trimmed up all the parts except for one peg, leaving just that one spot. And I've tried to find the spot that's going to be undergated the most, so that you won't notice the difference in color. Like this was actually molded in that orangey red color that all the parts came molded in, and I really didn't like it. It is the leg ribbon part, and I didn't really know why they chose red for that, so I went with a white. So there's a couple little custom features, like the V-fin. I've actually done the V-fin in the gold to give it a more traditional samurai style look. Again, that just doesn't show up very well, but yeah, that V-fin in that gold is really going to pop. I think it's going to stand out really well. You can kind of get an idea how that's going to look against the white on there. Boop. And I think that's going to be pretty nice. And then we're gonna do a custom wood effect on the blunderbuss and the halberd. What the hell that thing is? Anyway, the weapons are getting a brown, so I've done just a base coat of a muddled military drab brown, and then I'll do like what I did with the Mulan kit, where I actually paint on the wood grain effect. We'll move on to the Under Armour. I kind of created a color for this. It's molded in like a brownish black color, really dark gray, but a dark warm gray, and it didn't quite. I wanted it because I was trying to think more traditional samurai armor. You've got, you know, like that polished wood breastplate where it's really bright in the center and then darker on the edges. So what I wanted to do was give the Under Armour kind of a really deep version of the actual armor. So I kind of created a plum black metallic color here, and I really like how it turned out. It's not quite black. It is a metallic. It's got a pearl coat on it, which I don't know is going to show up very well for you on the camera. And then I've covered it with a flat matte clear. The overall effect was to try to give it a let's put that against something a little better contrast there. Was to try to give it a nice deep purpley red, almost brown effect, but still kind of keep it as close to black as possible. And really just pleased with how that turned out. It's really nice. I took some high-res video with my phone and posted it to one of the group's chats that I'm in, and you can really see the metal flake almost too much. It's almost kind of a rainbow color on the flake, but it did come out really nice. Like I said, I'm quite happy with that. Very eager to see what it's going to look like. And then the last of the colors that I'm going with here, again, kind of another custom color that I've put together. is compiled of two different pearl reds. I've got the custom color match for the Toyota Barcelona Red Metallic. I used that over a coat of some Honda Champagne Beige, which I don't have the can out here anymore. I put that one away. But I did a layer of that first, and then added the red metal over the top, gave it a nice anodized look at first. And then I used some flat black to drop in some shadows on the backside, trying to create a pearl effect. And then I've got this top coat by Duplicolor Metal Cast. Ideally, you're supposed to use this over chrome or a pre-painted, like the gold that I used earlier, chrome finish kind of paint. And then when it goes on, it's like a super clear, transparent red metal flake. And it gives a really interesting effect on that. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to try to use it to drop in the highlights. And so what I ended up with was this nice deep crimson that, as the light touches it, it turns more red. And then in the shadows, it's kind of got a really deep maroon or burgundy, and it just is absolutely stunning. So I have to get. I'm actually out of high gloss clear. So I want to gloss coat all of the red. Traditional samurai armor was polished, very, very shiny. So I wanna do that same effect there. Get that red nice and glossy, and just have that effect be super shiny on the armor. And I really think with the gold, it's gonna be an absolute joy to look at. It's just going to be a beautiful kit. I've always been a fan of the Mushas. I've never owned them until recently. I never found them at a good price. I don't know why I managed to find. I found the Mark 1 was $48 on Amy, and the Mark 2 was, I think, $52. So I was quite impressed to be able to find them at a reasonable price. And I've always wanted one of each. The Mark II, I was looking at some paints. I'm going to vary the color slightly on that. It's going to get a more electric metallic blue for the light blue parts, and a deep navy pearl for the dark parts. So I think they're really going to look good together. Definitely going to try to get that more traditional element of more traditional samurai armor in there. The Mark II came molded in a really like a chrome gold, and it's really bright. It's very yellow. It looks kind of like it looks chintzy. It looks fake. So I'm probably going to use this again on that, and then the two kits will come together. On that note, on the gold, particularly these pieces here, I'm going to take all the little fittings and ferrules, and I'm going to do them kind of like steampunk with silver and bronze and brass, copper elements. And I saw, I don't remember who did it. It's one of the Gundam groups I follow. Somebody did for their GWBC entry a like olive green Musha mashup, which came out really nice, and it steampunk. It had kind of the Obu effect or overall feel of the Obu's steam powered mechs from Sakura Tyson, and it was just a really, really clean, really solid build, and I'm drawing some inspiration for that, definitely, to want to add those kind of steampunk elements. I mean, as it is kind of a mixture of old and new, anyway, with the the armor itself being Gundam armor for one, but still having all those samurai elements. So I kind of want to try to tie all that together. This kit is massive. My brothers, I think both of them have been building the Mark II. Well, one has built, the other has been working on. And then the Mark 1, I think my one brother has completed. So I've seen them before. They do stand slightly taller than your RX-78 or your New Gundam. They're just big, heavy, bulky kits, and they look just absolutely stunning. not my first master grade, but my first master grade that's this in depth. I mean, this is pretty special for the part separation. I'm not used to having to worry about painting the individual pieces ahead of time like this. So really taking my time with it. Probably going to be several weeks here, which is great. It gives me some time to finish acquiring the rest of the parts that I need for my other stuff. Did not expect it to come as fast as it did. I ordered it last Sunday. It's currently Sunday again. These all came in on Friday. I went and bought the paints yesterday, started my paint layers, and essentially, I mean, everything is dry enough to the touch. I could start working on it right now, but I want to let the paint cure. I want to not actually start building until next week. I got to get the clear top coat for the red, the high gloss on there, and maybe throughout the course of the week I might start panel lining and adding some detail accents on the stainless steel framework stuff inside. I probably will not panel line any of the dark brown black stuff. There's just really isn't much point to it. It's all Under Armour. You're not going to see the panel lines anyway, and you're not going to see a black pen on there. As far as the red is concerned, once I have a clear coat on there, once that clear coat is dry, I'm going to try to add in some shadows with my Prismacolors. I did that on the last kit that I worked on, the Mulan. And you cannot see her in there, but anyway, if you follow me enough, you'll know which one Mulan is. But I really like how the Prismacolor added that depth and kind of that age and wear to the armor color itself. So I might try a similar thing with this before I get too crazy on the panel lining, and then panel line over the shadows. We'll just see how it goes. It's going to be a pretty fun ride, I think, this one. Pretty excited to start. And yeah, just want to get a quick video out there, let you guys know that I'm still doing this. I've been a little bit on hiatus. Life gets in the way. And I don't know if it's worth trying to pump out a video every few days or a week just to keep everyone know that I'm out there and doing my thing. But yeah, anyway. So quick chat this morning. I'm going to get out to the store here once they open. It's only 6:45 in the morning, and the store I want to go to doesn't open until noon, so got time to waste. I might just go play some Skyrim or put a fuck around on YouTube or something. I don't know. Find a way to waste the next 6 hours while I wait. I'd really love to start working on stuff, but I just want to be patient and not screw anything up. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Take care for now and have a great day.